We need to talk about Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken because I know I can't be the only weird little wannabe horse girl who was obsessed with this movie in the early 90s. The movie is about Sonora Webster, who becomes a horse diving girl in the 1930s. First of all, the fact that this movie takes place during the literal Great Depression, yet as a kid watching it in the 90s, that didn't feel like that long ago. Like, my grandparents were kids in the 30s, so conceivably, me watching this movie as a kid in the 90s was like a kid today watching a movie that takes place in the 1960s. Anyway, Sonora's an orphan who lives with her aunt until one day said aunt decides that she's just had enough of Sonora's shit and tells her that she's going to turn her over to the state. But don't worry, she's gonna keep Sonora's little sister. It's just Sonora that's being released from the family. So Sonora climbs out the window and runs away to join the circus. Sonora's ultimate dream is to go to Atlantic City. I mean, what a dream. But she settles for a local circus where she gets a job shoveling horse poop. It's there that she meets Jake Ryan, aka Al, who is at least 37 years old. Which at first is like whatever, and then you realize that he's flirting with Sonora, who's like, I don't know, 13 years old. I don't know exactly how old she is, but back in her one-room schoolhouse, the teacher was giving them a lesson on what a noun is, so I think it's safe to say she's not an adult. Sonora wants to be a diving girl, which is someone who jumps onto a horse's back moments before they plunge off of a 40-foot platform into the water. But Dr. Carver, the horse diving showman, thinks Sonora's too young and too scrawny. But eventually Sonora gets her break when their main diving girl gets injured, so Sonora gets to dive. She's an instant success, the crowd loves her, their show thrives, they travel, they put Sonora's face on the poster. Al leaves for a while because of a fight with his father, Dr. Carver, the horse diving showman, but comes back just in time for their show to really be in trouble because the Depression means that people don't have money to go to the circus and watch horses dive into pools. But somehow Al lands them a contract in, you guessed it, Atlantic City. AC is not like the rinky-dink little venues that they're used to, and on Sonora's first dive, her horse Lightning gets startled by the noise and trips as he's going off the platform, resulting in Lightning and Sonora hitting the water at a very dangerous angle. Even my dog was really concerned about this dive. Sonora tells Al that her eyes were open when she hit the water and they kind of sting, but she says she's fine. Only she is not fine, and a couple days later they find out she's actually completely blind. So obviously Sonora can't dive anymore, so they have to call up the old diving girl Marie, who's kind of mean to Sonora, and have her step in because otherwise this Atlantic City like gangster guy is gonna be really mad at them. Sonora's super bummed, but Jake Ryan tells her the show must go on without her. But then in the most Disney movie ending ever, Sonora's little circus friend literally locks Marie in her trailer right before the dive. And then he sets Lightning the horse free to just go trotting down the Atlantic City boardwalk unattended as Sonora climbs to the top of the platform blind. In a very dramatic scene, Lightning races towards the platform, Sonora jumps on his back, and they dive perfectly into the water. This is based on a true story, but I'd love to know how this actually went down in real life because something tells me it was not like this. Anyway, I give this movie 10 out of 10. It's on Disney Plus if you want to watch it.